Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today we're diving into one of the most stylish and surprisingly fun electric hatchbacks on the market, the Peugeot e-208 GT. If you've been browsing compact EVs or you're curious about what European small EVs are offering right now, the e-208 GT is one of those cars that immediately grabs attention. It's small, sporty, efficient, and designed with a modern personality that makes it stand out in a sea of cookie-cutter EV designs. In this video, we're breaking down everything you need to know about the Peugeot e-208 GT, how it drives, how far it really goes on a full charge, what the interior feels like, the tech you get, the real-world advantages, and the trade-offs you should know before considering one. Even if this model isn't sold everywhere, the engineering and philosophy behind it represent where compact EVs are heading: lighter, more efficient, and more stylish. For many drivers, the e-208 GT hits a sweet spot, not too big, not too expensive, and packed with premium touches you wouldn't expect in a compact hatchback. And because it's electric, the running costs can be significantly lower than a gas-powered equivalent. But of course, no EV is perfect, and the e-208 GT has its strengths and weaknesses. By the end of this video, you'll know exactly who this car is for, and whether it's worth choosing over alternatives like the Renault Zoe, Mini Electric, or even entry-level Tesla and BYD models. So let's jump in and start with what makes the e-208 GT such an interesting player in the EV scene. Let's start with the design, because the Peugeot e-208 GT absolutely nails first impressions. This is one of the most stylish compact EVs out there, bold without being weird, sporty without being fake. The signature Peugeot Lion Fang LED daytime running lights give the front end a sharp, confident look, and the GT trim adds details like gloss black accents, 17-inch alloy wheels, and subtle touches that instantly elevate the car's presence. From the side, the e-208 GT has compact proportions that make it perfect for city driving. Short overhangs, a clean shoulder line, and a slightly muscular stance that makes it look more athletic than most small EVs. The flush charging port blends neatly into the design, and the floating roof effect adds a modern, premium vibe. The rear is arguably the most eye-catching angle, with Peugeot's signature triple-claw LED taillights, a sculpted bumper, and a sporty diffuser-style lower section. Even though it's fully electric, Peugeot avoids the EV minimalism trend and instead gives the e-208 GT a more expressive personality. It's refreshing. What's great about this design is how cohesive it feels. Nothing looks like an afterthought. Whether you're parked or cruising through the city, the e-208 GT constantly looks upscale for its size. Many compact EVs look cute or quirky. This one looks confident. Color options also enhance the design, especially the blue Vertigo and Pharaoh yellow, which really make the car pop. But even the muted tones like black or grey look premium due to the sharp lines and trim details. Overall, the exterior design of the Peugeot e-208 GT is one of its biggest strengths. It doesn't just look like another small EV, it looks like a stylish European hatchback that just happens to be electric. Step inside the Peugeot e-208 GT and you're immediately greeted with one of the most unique interiors in the compact EV segment. Peugeot's signature i-Cockpit layout completely changes the driving feel. A small, sporty steering wheel positioned low, and a digital instrument cluster placed above it, not through it like traditional layouts. It makes the car feel more dynamic, almost like sitting inside a cockpit rather than a normal hatchback. The GT trim adds high-quality materials, subtle ambient lighting, and a more premium seat design with sporty stitching. The seats themselves are comfortable and supportive, especially for a small car. And the driving position is surprisingly customizable, even for taller drivers, though some people may need a moment to get used to the i-Cockpit geometry. In terms of tech, you get a 3D digital driver display, a central touchscreen with navigation and smartphone connectivity, and a row of physical piano key-style toggles below the screen. These switches feel great and make basic controls easier than digging through menus, something many EVs still get wrong. Space-wise, the front cabin feels airy and well-designed. Rear space is tighter, as expected for a small hatchback, but still usable for daily commuting or short trips. The trunk offers a practical size for groceries, backpacks, or weekend items, though if you regularly haul large cargo, a crossover EV might suit better. In terms of comfort, the cabin insulation is solid, minimal motor noise, good wind isolation, and a generally refined feel. It doesn't feel like a budget EV inside. The textures, layout, and attention to detail make the e-208 GT feel more premium than its segment suggests. Overall, the interior delivers style, tech, and comfort, with a distinctive European personality that sets it apart from many rivals. Now let's talk about what really matters with any EV: range, charging, and real-world efficiency. The Peugeot e-208 GT comes with a compact but efficient battery pack, typically around 50 kWh usable capacity, depending on the year-type model. That doesn't sound huge compared to big EVs, but the magic of the e-208 is its lightweight, aerodynamic design and efficient electric motor. Official range estimates fall around 220 to 240 miles, WLTP, but real-world numbers tend to be slightly lower, especially in colder climates, somewhere closer to 170 to 200 miles depending on driving style. For a compact urban EV, this is perfectly respectable and competitive. Charging performance is another strong point. The e-208 GT supports DC fast charging up to around 100 kW, meaning you can go from 20% to 80% in roughly 25-30 minutes under ideal conditions. For daily life, most owners will use AC home charging, and with an 11 kW onboard charger available in many trims, overnight charging is smooth and efficient. One thing drivers love is the efficiency in city driving. The car regenerates energy well, and because it's light, you don't lose range as quickly with stop-and-go traffic compared to heavier EVs. However, like most small EVs, highway driving consumes more energy, so long-distance trips require more planning. Thermal management is good, helping the battery remain stable in heat or cold, though extremely freezing climates will naturally reduce range. Still, the e-208 GT offers a healthy balance, enough range for weekly commuting, fast charging capability for convenience, and predictable efficiency. In short, while it's not a long-range EV designed for cross-country travel, the e-208 GT nails its purpose: efficient, practical, and fast to recharge. Here's the fun part. How does the Peugeot e-208 GT actually drive? Surprisingly well. In fact, many reviewers say it feels more engaging than other compact EVs, and I agree. The lightweight body, responsive electric motor, and low-set driving position make the e-208 GT feel sporty without trying too hard. The electric motor delivers around 134 HP, 100 kW, and strong instant torque, so acceleration in city conditions feels quick and confident. It's not a performance EV, but for a daily driver, it feels lively. The steering is light but accurate, making urban navigation feel effortless. What really stands out is the balance between comfort and handling. The suspension absorbs bumps nicely, giving the car a smooth ride, yet it still feels agile in corners. The small steering wheel enhances the fun factor, making the car feel more responsive than its segment. Regenerative braking is adjustable depending on the model year. Some versions allow a stronger, while it's not fully one-pedal driving. Efficiency and feels natural to use it. Noise levels are low thanks to good insulation levels. Electric drivetrain. Even if car feels stable in size, though again long cargo bits. Overall, the driving experience it's not just efficient, it's genuinely enjoyable. Real. So who is the Peugeot e-208 GT actually for? It's perfect for drivers who want an EV that's stylish, efficient, and fun, especially if most of their driving happens in the city or suburban areas. If you prioritize design, a premium-feeling interior, and compact practicality, this car nails it. Pros: stylish premium exterior design, high-quality interior with unique i-Cockpit layout, smooth fun driving feel, good range for daily driving, fast charging capability, efficient and easy to live with. Cons: rear seats are tight, range drops on highway driving, not ideal for long-distance travel. Pricing can be higher than budget EVs. If you view the e-208 GT as a compact premium EV rather than just a basic commuter, it makes a lot more sense. It doesn't try to compete with large, long-range EVs. Instead, it delivers personality and practicality for everyday life. Final verdict: the Peugeot e-208 GT is one of the best electric hatchbacks in its class. Stylish, enjoyable, efficient, and packed with character. It's a standout example of what modern small EVs should be. If you enjoyed this review, hit that like button, subscribe for more deep dive car content, and tell me in the comments, would you consider the e-208 GT as your next daily EV?